No, the nose of the Great Sphinx of Giza was not shot off by Napoleon. Let's talk about it. We know this because when you look at this image drawn by Frederick Louis Noren in 1737, the nose is already missing. And Napoleon didn't get to Egypt until 1798. So what could have happened to the nose? Examination of the Sphinx's face show that there were long rods and maybe even chisels hammered into the nose area to pry it off. There was one along the bridge of the nose and another beneath the nostril. This resulted in the loss of the nose, which has not been found to this date. There are many stories as to where the nose went and why it is missing, and I'll mention a few of these, but there is much more to kind of look into this process to really try to figure out what actually happened. One of the stories is attributed to a 10th century Arab author who said it was a result of iconoclastic attacks, meaning that Muslims wanted to deface the Sphinx because it was an icon of another religion, and thus against the Islamic religion. The damage could also be attributed to the work of the Mamluks in the 14th century. Later in the 15th century, an Arab historian, al-Mahrizi, attributes the loss of the nose to Muhammad Sa'im al-Dar. He was a Sufi Muslim and in 1378 found local peasants making offerings to the Sphinx in hopes to increase their harvest. Unfortunately, that means that they declared the Sphinx in an act of iconoclasm, which is one of the reasons why the nose was probably destroyed. Furthermore, the people who lived in the area at the time believed the Sphinx may have been buried further up than it actually was during that time period for the exact same reason. So that's where we're at. It definitely appears that it was probably purposely removed and destroyed, most likely by the Islamic people who lived in the area because they saw it as an icon and thus against their own religion. We know that at least by 1737 it had been removed. So which theory do you prefer? I honestly don't even know, but it definitely falls somewhere in that time period. And we do know that any sort of piece of stone that is kind of sticking out of that angle is going to be particularly weak. So whether or not it was purposely destroyed or maybe half destroyed and then half fell off itself, that's kind of up to us.